What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the DS Asylum. I'm your warden, Dimitri Strine, and today I want to talk about something that is a little bit worrying, if I do say so myself. Chilled. So we haven't actually gotten Chilled's kit yet, as of me recording this video. If that information changes by the time this video goes out, then I'll end up making a second video about it. But as far as I know from recording my video right now, all we have is the Twitter preview. And in that Twitter preview, they mentioned that Chilled would have the ability to give his allies 70% damage inflicted at the start of the battle if Super Saiyan Bardock, the blue Super Saiyan Bardock, was an enemy battle member. Now, that's not a bad ability. This has nothing to do with that being a bad ability for Chilled. As long as the rest of his abilities are good, it's not going to matter. Sure, it'd be nice to see that 70% damage inflicted, but Lineage of Evil isn't really a team that needs 70% damage inflicted. They do pretty decent damage. The concerning part here is it looks like this is their way of finally trying to nerf Super Saiyan Bardock. And Super Saiyan Bardock is the one unit that really does need to be nerfed. With all other types of units, FSK Gohan, Ultra Gogeta, Goku Vegeta, all of these units can be power crept and they will no longer be in the meta. It's already happening with FSK. You rarely see him, and it's not because he's not good anymore. It's just because we have shit that's better now. You know, Goku Vegeta, Ultra Gogeta, they're just better. Sword of Hope Trunks, just better, right? He's been power crept. Bardock is a character that can't be power crept. Even before he got Zenkai, you would still see Super Saiyans every now and then, because there were a few good Super Saiyan units, and whenever one came out, people chucked him with Bardock. And then when he got Zenkai, he pretty much ruined the tag. Everybody knows Bardock is probably my second most hated unit currently in Dragon Ball Legends, and probably overall since the game's release, my #1 most hated unit, simply because of what he's done to the Super Saiyan tag, especially after Zenkai. It's not fair to ask every single Super Saiyan unit to be built around him, but they have to be, because they're either built around him and are just flat out bad when they're not with him, or you have situations like Super Vegito and Ultra Gogeta that are they're just way too broken. They one combo everything in the game. And this doesn't fix that problem. Giving one unit one damage inflicted passive against one unit, now admittedly, they just get the damage if Bardock's a battle member, so you'll have that damage against all of the team, but Bardock has to be there in order for you to get that damage inflicted. And it's not like Bardock is as omnipresent as, FSK was. He's not in 100% of matches. I'd say he's in maybe a third of matches. You're going to see Goku and Vegeta more often than pretty much any other unit. So, and on top of that, who the fuck is going to run Chilled? Lineage of Evil is not a team that you can really use. I mean, like, you can find success with the team, but it's much harder than, say, something like Future or God Key or Fusions, right? Mono Purple. But with Lineage of Evil, you're not going to want to run this Zenkai Chilled that often. And even if you just chuck him on the leader slot of something else, he's purple. So, are you really going to run Chilled over Goku and Vegeta? Are you really going to run Chilled over Zenkai Merge Zamasu? Are you really going to run Chilled over Super Vegito? No, you're not going to do any of that. I highly doubt Chilled will be good enough to replace any of those units in the leader slot. And even if he was, the problem still remains that Bardock is not always going to be there. He's not going to be omnipresent. So, giving him this one ability to basically counter one unit, it doesn't really work. You'd have to be giving constant anti-Super Saiyan buffs to knock Bardock out of the meta, but the problem with doing that is you're not just knocking Bardock out of the meta at that point, you'd be knocking every Super Saiyan out of the meta. Bardock needs to be nerfed. This isn't a debate. Bardock needs to be nerfed. Those swap out buffs need to be nerfed. They create way too many limitations. It is the biggest balancing issue in the entire game, and it's probably the most present issue in balancing, period. Like, there's nothing you can do around Bardock. Either the unit sucks without him, or they're way too good with him. There's no in between. They either need Bardock or the rest of the game suffers. It's not, this isn't the way you do it. This isn't the way you go about nerfing a character. They really just need to get off their fucking, they need to get their heads out of their fucking asses and just nerf the damn kit. Like, what is so special about Bardock that you won't nerf him? What is so special about this game that they just refuse to nerf anything ever? Like, you're not breaking any laws. You're not fucking making a sin. You're not fucking committing a sin. You're not gonna go to hell just because you nerfed a unit in a gacha game. And no, it's not illegal. I don't know why that rumor ever got any traction. It's this dumb thing that was spread around on Reddit years ago. It's not true. Why the fuck would that be a law in Japan anyway? Even if it was true, it'd be a dumbass law that never would have stuck in a country like Japan. It just wouldn't have. So, no, it's not fucking illegal. They just don't want to do it. They don't want to look bad. That's the whole reason they don't nerf units. It's because they don't want to fucking look bad. Well, guess what? Units like Bardock make you look fucking stupid. They do. Letting units like Bardock exist in the way that they do make you look far worse than if you just fucking nerf them. It's not that big a deal. People make mistakes. We understand that. You make something, you don't quite understand the impact it'll have on the game, and you gotta nerf them. We as players understand that shit. We will be happy if you prioritize balance over just trying to keep some rabid Bardock fans happy. Alright? Like, come on. Just nerf the fucker. Nerf the fucker. And I don't want to see anyone in the comments being like, well, then no one's gonna run Super Saiyans. Just the fuck they will. I'm not telling you to remove his swap out buffs entirely. Lower the percentages. Blue Cooler has the exact same ability Bardock has, but Blue Cooler did not do what Bardock does. Blue Cooler did not screw over the Lineage of Evil tag because his swap out buffs weren't as powerful. However, if you see Lineage of Evil today, there's a good chance that Cooler is on the team. Not just because he's the only viable blue unit, but because if you really need that extra bit of support, he is the best possible option. Bardock can still be that, but he shouldn't be as broken of a support unit as he is. Bardock is a type of unit that can't be power crept, because even when his stats just his stats, end up getting to that point where it just can't compete anymore, everything in the unit is 2-carding him. Did I just say everything in the unit? Everything in the game is like 1 or 2-carding him. You're still gonna see him because those fucking swap out buffs are way too powerful. He needs to be nerfed. This was not the way of going about trying to nerf Bardock. It won't work. I guarantee you it won't work. You're not gonna see a decrease in Bardock users just because this chilled exists. It's just not gonna happen. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, do make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that join button if you can, it really does help the channel out. All the links you could ever want are in the description down below. And I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Peace. Don't know why I couldn't fucking speak in this video. Jesus Christ.